with a lot of my things. I just have it up on my thing recorded.
Well, can you say it again?
Okay.
Can you be in my video?
I'm gonna try.
What?
So your hair feels very, very moisturized.
Okay.
You do need a trim because once I get towards the end, you see how my fingers are kind of getting stuck, and I can feel how the texture changes.
Okay.
So one thing to always remember is the hair on your ends is the oldest hair on your head. It needs a little bit more. We always focus on our scalp.
Right.
And up here, this is going to get what it needs. It's closer to your body. The nutrients comes out. It does not blow all the way down here.
Okay.
So you have to give whatever hair care routine you get, make sure that you take it down here. And trim is going to be important. And then as I run my hand through your scalp, I can tell you have good blood flow because it's turning red.
Okay.
So you touch your head down a little bit. You can kind of see where she has really, really good. Outside of that, it feels good. Let's see how it reacts to water. See how it's been retaining moisture.
Okay. And I think, and you tell me if I'm wrong, I am, what's it called? High porosity.
High porosity?
Yeah.
Define it for me.
Meaning that I absorb moisture quickly, but I also lose it quickly.
So porosity is absolutely the hair's ability to absorb moisture, anything's ability to absorb moisture. And if it sucks it up quickly, that means your cuticles open and your hair is more on the forward side.
And there's nothing I can do about that. I mean, I try to use like cold water rinses, and there's a spray. It's for high porosity hair.
Yeah.
I use that too. But is there anything you can do about it? Or
You can absolutely change porosity of your hair.
oh, you can.
Yeah, because hair is supposed to sit at a medium porosity. It's not good to be high or it's not good to be low. It's kind of, where it's at based on what you're doing to it. So if your hair is high porosity, that means your cuticle is elevated a little bit. There's products that you can use, like you said, the products that you were using before to smooth that cuticle down a little bit, have it down shifting. And then when you said you use cool water constricts and shuts. Okay. So once you put that coldness on there, it closes it. The only way that you wouldn't be able to, and if you had low porosity, meaning that it takes a long time for the hair to get wet or whatever, that's where deep conditioners come into play.
Okay.
That's where you have to wet the hair a little bit longer. If you start associating more heat to the hair, direct heat like the flat iron and blow dryers, that's where the cuticle is going to start to rise. If you're doing chemical treatments, that's going to blast that cuticle open a little bit more. And cause it to open a little bit, but sometimes people go from being very low porosity to overexposing that cuticle, and it shoots right into high or completely damaged.
Is it counterproductive if I were to do all the things right, but then turn around and use like a hot blow dryer to stretch my hair? Does that reverse anything, or is that okay?
It all depends on your hair. So a lot of people try to kind of offer a blueprint as to what can and cannot damage the hair. It depends on the molecular makeup of your hair. So let's say that you have a little bit less protein and moisture in your hair, and you go and add a whole lot of direct heat, even if you're just stretching it and it's just a blow dryer. The hair might be a little bit more compromised in certain areas versus somebody else who does the exact same thing and who has never been introduced to heat. They may do consistent protein treatments, which that varies from case to case too. And they have maybe had a color treatment once upon a time, but that's what caused them to do more protein. They may stretch and return because the elasticity in the hair is different. So elasticity is the hair's ability to stretch and return. So if the hair has weak elasticity, then you stretch it with that blow dryer, it's not going to go back.
Right.
If it has stronger elasticity, then it's going to snap right back. So there's so many other components that causes hair to do what it's going to do outside of heat. However, heat is the element that people feel like they control, so that's what they usually go to. That's what they usually blame for the hair not snapping back. But there's so many different. There's so many different.
The best way I can explain this is probably what it feels like when you should just do.
So if you're blow drying it and you're stretching it, it's very, very rare that the damage will happen that one time.
Okay.
But it's possible. But you pay attention to it over time.
Okay.
Convince myself that I deserve to go get my nails done. Yeah. No idea. I had to go to mandatory.
Oh, how I miss this. Oh. now, Kelly.
I'm using a little clarifying on your hair though, because I can tell that you've been using a product on there to keep it moisturized.
I put it's like a pomade on there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead and pull that off, but we're gonna back to clarifying it with the moisturizing shampoo.
I try to do that too. So I do like maybe Olaplex, and then I'll follow up with like a moisturizing shampoo. I don't think I know what I'm doing, but hey, I be trying.
Girl, you got it. Your mother is the detail.
I know, but still.
Like, you know how like your like hair goes on your nail and then it'll like make it
Right, time I saw.
like, yeah, I mean, my nail's
I said,
different.
how's Miss Tracy doing? He said, my wife's name was Terry. Ooh, said, you were so right. You like, I don't know who I was thinking about.
We don't know who you're talking about.
As soon as I said it, I was like, you Kelly?
Sure, Paul said, just call me Taj. Oh, brother. Ooh. And how often should I be doing my protein treatments? 'Cause I've been trying to do it myself like every 4 weeks or so.
What, which one are you using?
I use Apogee.
How often are you doing it?
I try to do every 4 weeks if I do it. So either it's the 2-minute reconstructor or it's the full blown you put it on your hair, let it get hard and all that stuff.
If you're doing a reconstructor every 4 weeks, that's good. You always want to do the reconstructor with the full blown one.
Oh, really?
If you do the full blown one for your hair, I would say maybe quarterly. And the only reason why I say that is because yes, you wear protective gauze, but you don't put chemicals on your hair, and you don't want to over proteinize your hair. Too much protein is just as bad as not enough protein.
Right. How do you know if it's too much protein?
It's going to be real brittle.
Okay.
It's going to push that moisture out.
Okay.
But then once again, we're going to say, oh, it's breaking because it's weak, add more protein, or it's it needs more moisture, and that's why it feels dry. Most times it's over-protein. When it comes to hair, it's like having a stomach bug, but treating a migraine. And it's like, yes, it's medicine. Yes, it's both affliction of the body. But if you don't figure out exactly what the symptoms are and what it stems from, then you're not gonna get better. Right. My voice.